May as well hop over to Amethyst and Sun God here. Currently 2-1 in favor of Sun God. Amethyst playing
My
great
strategy
sword.
of gambling every fight did not seem to work as well as I thought it would.
You know, you had a good offensive tempo in those earlier rounds I was finding, and
Yeah.
it was
Oh!
just I think the neutral in that matchup is kind of weird because he was catching you with a lot of stabs too. It's just
Yeah, he was. The heavy mace stab is high damage too.
yeah, and I think it's not that it's a good stab, it's just faster than the pole hammer in the right ways.
For sure. Well fought to him, and let's see who we got up next here.
Yeah, it seems like we're about halfway through this Sun God Amethyst match still. They're countering a lot here, and I don't know if there's been any switches, but Sun God is up slightly. 2-1. This is a one-hit game, more or less. Surprised Amethyst isn't playing Knight, but I think he may like the movement and stamina advantage here.
Yeah, I mean the stamina advantage is huge on Vanguard, so definitely a oof. Big hit
This
from
is
Sun God there. What's the score here?
it's gonna be
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah. That is the problem though, fighting a Messer when you are playing a Vanguard, is that that blade damage is quite high.
Yeah, you can get two-shot if it's two overheads.
Yep.
See if he switches to War Club. I know he's got that in the back pocket. But no, he switches to Messer Knight. Classic Doom Knight matchup.
Here we go. Matching counter for counter here. Yeah, and we did see Amethyst go for Messer Knight.
Both of these guys very comfortable with this matchup, I think, but I don't see them play each other a lot.
Yeah, you know, I don't see these guys fighting together all the time. I mean, when I do hop into the duel yard, I'm not seeing them.
Sun guy gets it with a nice spin, whiffs on
Ooh,
the stab, and is punished.
yeah, another stab for him for his own sake there.
It's backed into a corner a little bit here.
Messer stab is just one of those tricky stabs too, because it has a lot more range than you think it would, and it's been nerfed multiple times, but it's still so strong. Oh,
Wow, a nice
huge
good
axle
combo there.
combo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
overhead
yeah.
horizontal.
That was a great combo there from Amethyst. Nice little decap.
I think just the reset on it hitting the ground, a nice follow up.
And now Sun God going for heavy mace himself.
Yeah, again, it's a good switch just to change up the timings a little bit, change up the reads, put your opponent on their toes. The only problem with switching is it changes up your own timings too, so you have to be able to adapt to that. Amethyst takes the first blood here.
Those are the best kinds of players, though, those who can kind of adapt on the fly. That's typically how we see these matches get won, is somebody who's able to kind of read their opponent and make adjustments to their own playstyle, whether that be a weapon mix-up or, you know, a playstyle mix-up.
Yep. I think I got him with a little toe drag there earlier, but Amethyst just keeping it
Oh, wow!
Head
That was a really crazy drag that or not even a drag, actually an axle, that he was able to kind of gamble there.
Yeah, it was right at the range, and he was ready to miss it because he dodged immediately after he had that buffer.
Yeah,
But
he had that ready to go, but it landed the second before he dodged, which is
yeah,
good timing on his end there. Oh, great crouch dodge there from Amethyst. Love to see footwork like that.
yeah, that crouch window. You know, I don't know how many frames it is. I don't even know if frames is something you can measure in Chivalry, but getting those always feels so good. But it is definitely a risk.
It's a huge risk, but look at another one right there. He actually retorches his own little crouch dodge there. I mean, it really feels really good when you do land it, but you know, it is worth it to throw them out there when you're at that range and you know you might be able to get out of it there. That
Yeah,
head movement it gives you is huge.
for new players, I find the best time to practice that is after you get caught by a kick. your opponent's probably going to go for a horizontal.
Yeah.
But it's definitely tough because a lot of people will expect it these days and will aim low.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like that's a different kind of view set from a lot of like normal players, because normal players aren't going for that or considering that. Usually like the more veteran duelers who are thinking about, oh, I might have to aim lower because this guy is going to try and crouch dodge me.
Yeah, Amethyst ends that round with a nice drag to catch him,
Yep.
and it's a close game still. I think it could go either way.
I think they're what now? 4-3?
Yes, that's right. Sun
4-3
God
in
4,
favor of Sun
Amethyst 3.
God.
Yep. Now I'm surprised we haven't seen this yet, but people haven't been going for a lot of jabs, and I think these players at this level know that they are punishable. But the duck or the crouch back to avoid the jab is another great technique to work on. After you land a hit, assume your opponent's going to jab, or if you have noticed him jabbing, you kind of back up,
Right.
use that crouch.
Ranging is very important in this game. It comes hand in hand with footwork. If you know how to use them two together in tandem, it can be really, really strong. Especially if you're using a weapon that can kind of reach out and touch somebody, like a pole weapon.
Yeah,
Or
and that was
messer.
that alt horizontal from the heavy mace, catching the Amethyst inside.
Yep. Quite quick.
Even when sometimes you
Oh!
have the right of way, it can still catch you. And,
Yep.
yeah, a nice drag to finish it up there.
Big old heavy overhead coming out from the heavy mace coming out and crunching a night,
Great
and
showing
that's
from
gonna
both
be
players,
it.
though. Good games.
Yeah, excellent fight from Amethyst and Sun God there. Both